Okay. Get in there. Nice. It's nice. I like the... ooh. Making good progression here. This is what I wanted from a brief game. Low stress. Not too much stress, please. Yeah, like I said. I don't think I'm particularly stressed, but even so, I don't want anything too demanding. And this looks like, Fodder looks like he has delivered. Yeah. Let's get rid of this laser burn, shall we? Mind your ears. Massage that scar away. There we go. Oh, bullet holes over there. This is obviously what little Timmy, whatever his name was, did. It was... Oh. He tried, you know. I reckon he was panicking. Because I reckon this was a big creature. I mean, possibly even bigger than a doorway. Because he was like, imagine it like blah, squeezing through like a big Cthulhu type thing. Actually, do you reckon Fonda had something in mind? Do you think he was thinking of like something mythological? There's no portal to hell here, you know. There's no like dread summoning. It appears to be like a scientific experiment, is what it's looking like to me. Don't think he was thinking of like something from the Cthulhu mythos. At least maybe not. Send me your thoughts on that. Let's bring this with us. Well, obviously tentacles is obviously, people start thinking in that direction. Tentacles and spikes and things. But I reckon that poor little Timmy was panicking. Well, let's have a look. So he fired about 9 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can see 5 misses there. Yeah, I think he was getting. I think he was like panic firing. He's put a few on target, and the others have gone wild. But you know, big target, or maybe it's a hard target to aim at. Maybe because it's like we don't actually know what this thing looks like. Maybe it, you know, ripples and changes shape. Maybe it just grow things. Maybe it's constantly shifting its appearance. Who knows? Yeah, maybe a trickier. It's not just a giant blob. It's a bit trickier to do than that. It hasn't shown anything interesting, anything else, is it really? It's just wanted to get out. It's not like prodded the devices or anything like that. It's not messed around. It's not like super smart bug of it, or again, I'm making presumptions there. Maybe it's just that it's not that it wouldn't understand these machines. It just doesn't. It's got other priorities. Getting the hell out of here. Get the hell out of Dodge. There we go, that's pretty good. The usual quandary about whether to dispose of that table. I think we'll leave the tables there for now. We can do a little scanneroo later. We'll put these over here for now. I've not seen an area for medical waste, so therefore just my policy normally to stick them in a crate type storage as far as that goes. Door's not going anywhere. At least not my little muscles. Yeah, and I'll weld those holes in a bit, but I think we'll keep on with the mopping for now. Clear up the worst of the goop, the monster goop and the blood. Turn up that, I'm sure. And then sniff around to see what I've missed. I must go and check on dinner again soon as well. Turn the hole again. Which, if you're not familiar, I've made toad the hole while doing videos many times in the past and explain what it is. But just in case you're not aware, sausages in batter, like a tray of. What's double shot there? Double miss. That's might be a problem. Oh no, I like that. I like the reasoning behind that. Have you heard that or not? Octopochin, because an octopus is a combination between octopus and urchin. An urchin's around, yeah, so I can see that. Yeah, and again, maybe, you know, I was presuming that it's made from that other creature that was there, but that little alien fellow that we saw in the other containment area. But octopuses, or octopi if you prefer, are pretty smart, so maybe someone did use an octopus. I like it. Full marks, children. I'm proud of my kids. Although those are kind of bear clawy. Although, no urchin. I'm back to thinking about echidnas again. If I knew more about feet, he's got 3 claws, not a 4th claw. So on some creatures, so let me think. What would Godzilla have? I think Godzilla's got like a 3 claw. I think, and then maybe like a dewlap claw. It's halfway up the leg. But interesting though that, you know, we're talking about an amorphous creature. Let's put this over here for a second. Get this in here and we're going to fuck it. What did I hit? Oh, that's really annoying. I must have hit the gun or something, is what I think I hit there. Anyway, I was about to say interesting because we've got a creature that makes amorphous spikes and things like that. It grows things, but it's got clearly very well defined feet. Or a mixture, huh? Definitely a hybrid of some sort, isn't it? Really. I mean, if you've got feet like that, you're going to have a bone structure, aren't you? That's what it indicates. I don't know what it hit there. Never mind. Yeah, it says you've got a bone structure. I'm going to be chasing that soot down forever, aren't I? Be all over the place. Around the back of here or something. Anyway. Yeah, it's the sort of feet you've got when you've got a bone structure, but then you're just growing tentacles and spikes and things. Interesting. Oh, sorry. Oh, well, what that was for it. It was a drip. It was a bluey drip off of my mop. Where did I leave that light? It's over here, look. There we go. Right then. Let's be more careful. A bit more light on the match down here. Is there a gun up here? No, there's not. Is there a gun in there? I'd expect there to be a gun in there, you know. We've got the sentry gun, which was mentioned, but I'd have thought that there'd be one guarding the containment cage. But then again, they'd be worried about the programming. I mean, what if you were a creature trapped in there? What if you were smart enough to cause the gun to fire upon the containment and therefore break it? Let's have a look in there for bullets. See what, maybe that's what it did. If you worked out how the gun responded to your movements. Interesting. Or would you, as scientists, be smart enough to have a weapon that was powerful enough to damage the creature, presumably, but not powerful enough to break the glass? All these things, but I doubt that. In hindsight, you know, hindsight's a wonderful thing. And also, if nothing went wrong, well, what sort of disaster would we have to clear up? And what sort of fun disaster situation would we have? None! Everything was perfect. Where will all the fun be? Right, another bucket. Uh-oh. We were doing well. We'll come back for that. It's fine. There's bound to be more. Can I want someone like turn that alarm off? I mean, we're over with the alarm now, and you know, put the main lights on or something. Or maybe the creature's photosensitive, which is why it's not there. What is this? Oh, it's a piece of glass. What did this say then? I was wondering if it was going to be the hero log, but not in this case. Subject grows increasingly aggressive, has been bashing the cell with its spines for 3 days now. A possible reason this will be the bubbling sound from the wall tanks. Being an aquatic entity, it may trigger a need or longing for the sea. This is the Morphis experimental frigate, by the way. Gravitational propellant. Class 5 black hole. Wow, that's pretty advanced. It's got a black hole driving it. Class 5, well, that means it's small or something. So yeah, they've got an aquatic creature here. That's what it is. So why couldn't you turn off the old bubbly tanks then? You know? If it's aggravating it. It's part of the containment maybe. Or the cooling system. Who knows? Don't know. Are we going to find any more about what happened to the creature? Who knows? This is there's no... Who's this here? Rummy Buscador. Not any obvious... I mean, there's blood everywhere, of course, but there's not like a spike through the chest or anything. Could be that it wasn't directly killed by the creature. It was the glass flying out. And there's a chair knocked over there. It looked like Remy was sitting pretty close, observing, and then the creature finally broke out. Very brave to be sitting so close. It's been bashing, literally throwing itself with spines against the glass for however long. Remy's been sitting there calm as anything. The chair was here, and I reckon it isn't the... it wasn't the creature directly that did it. It was it bursting out of the thing that then threw Remy backwards, and then glass or just, you know, the force did the rest. Okay, this glass is going to be a problem, but you know, we will worry about that after. Can I? Well, I did say it's tough stuff. So if I flicking the screen around there like that, not very pleasant, I'm sure. Ah, there we go. What else is over here? The creature has literally stepped onto the table here. Not a huge creature then. Had to have a bit of room to swing around. It can't have been huge. Is there anything we can turn off in here? No. Got some more glowing fluids. Any more? Let's get the light over here. Probably spreading more dirt around, but looking around. Not babbling anymore, are they, the tanks? I presume they meant these. Oh dear. I presume they meant these as the bubbling tanks, but they're not bubbling anymore. Are they? The door control's still locked. So, we've got to break out the back as well, though. This fella here has been impaled by a spike. So it looks like an explosive force from the creature. It wasn't just that it smashed out the front. It took out the front and the back together. Maybe it's been growing. It was growing in strength. Or in aggravation. In time. And finally just burst its way out. Because the side ones aren't broken. Just the front two panels and the rear panel. The door. Let's shed a little bit of light on the matter. So a bit more bits of glass. Let's see if we can angle these properly to help a little bit. A little bit, maybe. It's going to take a few more bins, whatever I do. Or that footprint has actually gone right through the table. How odd. Might be a texture thing. Oh, careful. Yeah. So that's how you break one of those nasty vial things and makes a big mess everywhere. This has been about perfect though. It's been about the perfect length for a little taste of Viscera again for me. And I'll see if I can do some more again in the future. The original plan was always for me to get back into it and do one a month. But never mind. I've now made more of a mess than ever was before. But there we go. But you know, I'm glad I didn't actually tell that to you before, because I'm pretty certain I can't manage that. I can't do it. I would love to, but I can't. Get out of your glass. Any more than I can fit that piece of glass in there. But I will try to do as many as I can. Alright. hopefully there aren't too many more pieces of this glass to upset me with. I've got slime in there, but that's fine. It's inside the containment vessel. We can deal with that in a minute. There we go. Flip it upright and then turn it over the other way, because personally I think that way up makes a lot more sense. Let's try again. For fitting into... Oh, okay, you're being funny, are you? Come on, I'm sure this is the best way to do it. There we go. How much more have we got? Are there any pieces inside Mr. Spiky was? I've already forgotten what the kids named it. Octo something. It was the stop thinking about echidnas. It was the what was it called again? What's the spiny sea creature? Urchin. Yes. And that might be all the glass, you know. Which is a good thing. We've got a bit more slime over there. Possibly one more bin to get this out of here. I had a few unfortunate emissions from the bucket and the bin dispenser, which is, you know, pretty common. I've got to clear those up, those limbs, but I've just left a bin and a bucket near the dispensers to clear that up. Oh, look at this! Is just so awkward. Look at this. Right, we'll come back for you bits. Well, I was hoping to get this done in one session, but I might have a little break. I'm starting to overheat a bit in the room. It's a bit much. It's about 30 degrees in Britain at the moment, and it's I'm not the best in hot weather. How about you, Cedric? You're in the cold depths of space, I guess. So, well, you're in the hot furnaces where you actually are, because I've already thrown you in there. But this is where the ship is. Yeah, it's a bit too hot for me to be happy in this weather and in an enclosed room with no fan on, because I'm trying to keep the background noise down. It's a bit much. The worst thing is how it ruins your sleep. I really find that. Oh, he's still here. Look. I thought I'd already thrown him. Oh, no, come on. No, come on. Come on. No. Uh-oh. Well, thank goodness for that. There we go. We'll drop this fellow off back in here. Yeah, that's the worst thing. I mean, the kids have said it as well. It's just, you know, even with the ceiling fan on and the windows open and things, it's just too hot. It's too hot to sleep comfortably. You know, you're gonna have a good night's sleep. I'm gonna wake up all sweaty and hot. It's just revolting. Do I need another bin? No, I think it should be alright. That suitcase could be a bit of a briefcase, could be a bit too big, but otherwise, I think we'll be okay for the remaining people. We'll have a little scan around with the light. Yeah, it really upsets. I think it gives you funny dreams as well. I think it's been affecting me particularly. Is there another bit of glass in there? I think there is. Yeah. I don't usually remember dreams at all, but it just seems to be more of them. Like most people. More of them recently, I think. Oh, damn it. I've got a few buckets out here, but I don't know how filthy they are. It's hard to tell, it being so dark in here. There we go. Let's clean up old Cedric or whatever his name is up here. There we go. And then the mess that I made in here. That nasty green slime. Yeah, I don't usually remember. I had a good one the other day, though. It's sort of stuck in my mind. Oops. I thought I'd see what you thought of. So again, unusual that I remembered anything, because I wouldn't normally have a dream. But I put you in here? Or was that too much? With the tentacle as well. I think we're all right. Oh, I've got a few of these over here, though. This thing. Just the top thing. Yeah, there we go. I think briefcase, you're coming out, and these are going in. Yeah, it was just so vivid that it sort of stuck in my mind more. And it goes, even now, though of course the exercise of remembering something strengthens the memory. There we go. We'll see if we can carry these back carefully. With any luck, they'll actually fall in deeper into the box. Yeah, I was. I can't remember now if I knew I was dreaming or not. I think I pretty much knew I was in the dream. You know, one of those ones. And it was a building. It was a room. It was quite brightly lit, but natural light coming in from outside. And it made me think of the sort of place where you get a building that's been made for one thing, not necessarily for living in, but it's been made for one purpose. And it's been converted into something else. And in this case, it was a gallery. You know, you ever seen that when they get something converted to a gallery? There's a lovely one that we go to occasionally as part of a trip to the coast, and it's a lighthouse. And it's been converted into a gallery, as well as being a lighthouse. It shows, you know, artworks by different local artists. Very nice. But galleries like that have been converted. They generally tend to be. They've been chosen because they've got lots of natural light, which is good. Lots of wall space, obviously, for the different items. They tend to have very neutrally painted walls so that you focus more on the art. And it's got a nice bright background colour. And that's what this was like. The impression was, you know, that it was like that. It was a room, but it was an unusual shape. You could see that, you know, at some point this was a room that had been something else. Was now being used as a gallery. It had like slightly odd shapes and like maybe walls that had been cut through, and slightly odd shaped windows where, I don't know, things would have been there before. It had been designed for another purpose. And in this room, I think we'll put it clear in here actually. Yeah. In this, I'll start moving boxes and barrels. I think is what I shall do, and then I'll sniff around. Yeah. So in this room was lots of pieces of art on the wall. Okay, but the particularly odd aspect about that was that I had this very strong feeling that the pieces of art I was looking at were ones that I knew from before, but I'd forgotten. I was now remembering them, looking at them again. It's like anything where you get that familiar feeling of maybe like, I don't know, an old TV series from you being a child, and something has sparked it off, someone has said something, or something has sparked it off, and you're like, that feeling of, oh yes, I remember that, but it was deep in your memory, but you maybe wouldn't have recalled it on your own. But it has some come, and it was a very pleasurable. It was the feeling of something that I shouldn't have brought this through here. I've got too many buckets down there already. It was the familiar feeling of a pleasant thing. It's like, I'd forgotten this, but it was something I was fond of, and I'm very happy to be reminded of it. And pieces of art was what was doing it. But the weird thing is, I'm not a big art fan. I do like, you know, they're going to put these in the barrel things through here. Yeah, I'm sure I haven't seen another location for storing these. I'll just store them in here. Keep a bit of an eye out. Let's have a little check around the floor, just to make sure there's no extra storage areas that I've seen.